Hello again, YouTube. Okay. So the last video, which I just got off my bed was making on my bed a minute ago, I decided to switch up how I was standing or how I was taping this thing. Or do we use taping anymore to talk about videos? Because there's no tape involved. I sound so airheadish right now. Okay, so oh, by the way, the chances of me like getting a new camera and making my videos look more like professional, fat chance. I'm too lazy. Like maybe if I develop like a fan base or something, and I have people who I care about and I want to make good things for them, then maybe. But right now, nope. This is what you get. So, um, me in this jank ass t-shirt and me standing in my room under this bad lighting. Anyway, I'm hoping this video is not 10 minutes long. It probably will be because that's how long my videos usually are. Um, a couple things I wanted to talk about were just like issues that I've been running into as a transgender person. And I'm sure lots of people can relate. In fact, I know they do because I talk to transgender people on the internet and they say so. Um, uh, Prior to identifying as transgender and like wearing girl clothes and trying harder to look more feminine, um, I just identified as gay. I mean, I still had like long hair and I was still feminine, but like I would just wear like skinny jeans and like tight t-shirts and call it a day. And the biggest problem I would run into is guys would be like, "You're too feminine for me." Like like that's the biggest insult. If like gay guys think you're too femme, and they're just not into it. But, I understood. I'm not usually attracted to effeminate men either, but um, so I've had a lot of troubles dating since I first became aware that I like men. It's been like 5 years, 5 or 6 years. I've never been in a relationship. Um, Mainly because I don't know why. I mean, it's really because guys haven't really showed that kind of interest in me. Um, I've had opportunities to fool around, but I'm not really. I don't really want to. It's not. I mean, I have, but it's not really something I really look for. I'm looking to date, hang out, see where things go, but apparently that's just asking a lot. Um, this shirt is just really just open and just out there, and if I'm gonna start hormones and start growing boobs, I can't just be like, hold it on, look up at my shirt. No. That's another weird thing too. That's what I want to talk about is like how my body's gonna develop. I mean, like it's one thing to be like curvier and softer, but I'm gonna start like growing like breasts. Like that's gonna be so strange. Like not that I don't welcome it. It's just I've never had boobs. I've never had to deal with like cleavage. Like as a boy, you can just like take your shirt off. It's no big deal. It's whatever. But now I have to be all concerned about the general public being like, boobs, oh god, like, oh, sorry. Tits. Anyway, um, man, I'm just going off on tangents, aren't I? So, yeah, relationships haven't really worked out, but since been identifying as transgender, it's almost been easier to, like, meet guys. I really only talk to them online. Because guys aren't going to approach me in the real world in Columbia, Missouri. Maybe if I go to SoCo, a local gay club, maybe. I need to frequent that more often. But, really, I'm on a couple, like, trans dating sites, and, I mean, I get attention, but it's like, after a while, it's just like, you live in Albania, dude. Like, what am I gonna do? I met a couple, legit people. Um, they all live far away. I mean, my plan is to move off, to like California, and I'm sure I'll meet people there. I'm not super distressed. I get, everyone gets lonely every once in a while, but I'm just getting tired of it. I'm just like, man, can I just date Like, that's normal. That's what people do my age. They date. They meet people and they date them. But guys just, I mean, like, ugh, ugh. That's the biggest frustration. Like, and especially, I don't know if it's just like around here in the Midwest or whatever, but like, guys don't take me seriously, or transgender girls in general. They're just like, oh, well, you're just like some kinky fetish kind of taboo thing that I want to experiment with. Like, dude, no. Like, really, people will like contact me, right? And they'll be like, hey, my wife and I want to try a T-girl. I'm uh, like, how do I even respond to that? Like, no, no, I'm not gonna fool around with you and your wife. Or, you know, old dude. Okay, there's some older gentlemen who legitimately have, messaged me and been like, hey, I'd like to take you out sometime. And that's really flattering, I'm not gonna lie, even if they are kind of old. But, I've never taken them up on that. But yeah, there are a lot of old, weird dudes who are like, just look, I mean, it's basically what I'm saying is I'm not viewed so much as a person as I am like some fetishy sex object. I mean, who can blame? Who can blame them? I am pretty hot, right? I mean, let's be honest. But it gets irritating after a while. I've gone off on a few people. Like, usually I just either ignore those messages or say sorry, but sometimes I've just gone off, just like, you're a terrible person for judging me like this, or for assuming that I would ever want to do something with your old ass. But I'm usually not like that. I'm usually super sweet. Anyway, I've been super frustrated with the dating thing. But that'll get better with time. Just, it's all about location, and probably after I start hormones, well, I don't know. I'm also afraid of like guys approaching me in public. Like, there have been a couple of guys who will be like, "Hey, what's up?" But it's because they think I'm I'm like a biological girl, and it's flattering, but it's also like, I know what you're looking for, and I am not that, and I do not need to get involved with someone who's gonna like flip shit when they take off my pants and they're like, that's not a vagina. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, I thought you knew. Whatever. So that was my spiel on relationship, and it's been like almost 8 minutes, but anybody who's still watching obviously loves me and wants to hear me talk, so I appreciate you. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, like future plans for me. I have not really been motivated to draw, just like, or anything artsy really, since like high school. Like, I've never wanted to just sit down and draw. Well, that's not true. I mean, there have been a few times, but I'm questioning whether or not I want to like go to art school. Cause like, if I don't want to draw now, why am I gonna want to go to art school and draw for like hours a day? Or maybe I need school to motivate me to draw. I don't know. I do know that right now I'm super interested in like fashion, and obviously, since I'm wearing this jank torn up t-shirt, really, makeup, I want to look more into, I don't know, maybe I could do, be a makeup artist. I think I'd enjoy that. But one thing I don't know, like, I really want to perform a lot. Like, I want to try female impersonation. Like, I hear you can make like good money doing that, and I love being on stage. It's like it's so good. And so therapeutic too, and sorry I'm so vain, I love to be on stage and be the center of attention, but it might be my calling, I don't know, and I just don't want to give up on art, but maybe I'm not. Maybe it's like, when I was younger, that was my creative outlet, and now that I'm getting older and learning more about myself, I need a different way to express myself. I mean, that could be it. I don't want to limit myself. So maybe I should go to art school and then on the side do some performing things. And then at least after art school I have a degree. But art school is so expensive. Like, if I'm not going to do anything with that degree, that's a lot of money to not do anything with. So, I'm thinking about looking at schools in the LA area where I can go, maybe like study, or maybe go into psychology. I mean, like, I'm interested in that too. See, there's just lots of things I'm kind of interested in. who really knows what I want to do. But that's what this next year at home is going to really be about. I hope I'm going to draw more. I'm going to draw more. I have to make myself draw more. Because I think once I start, then I'll get more into the swing of it and enjoy it more. That happened when I was making my last portfolio a little bit, but it was also super forced. And like, if you're an artist, you know that if your stuff, if you're forcing artwork out, it looks forced. People who, are into art can tell, like, this looks a little, this doesn't look like you wanted to draw it, And I don't, if it looks like I don't want to draw it, then that should tell me something. Um, I don't know. My life feels super stagnant, like just being here. But I think it's good that I'm home. If I'm starting hormones, I should be here, figuring that out. And then just get into schools and see, that's all I need to do. Anyway, this video is almost 11 minutes long, but I thought I would give you an update, because apparently I need 21 to half an hour, 30 minutes, whatever, to explain myself to YouTube. Okay, so that's really all I had to say now. I'll probably update again. I hope my updates get shorter. If the more I do, the shorter they'll be. We'll find out. I got nothing better to do. Peace.